Hello everyone. Today we are exploring the impact of colonialism on Indian agriculture and how it shaped the country's farming sector around the time of independence. India has a rich agricultural heritage, but years of colonial rule significantly affected its productivity, leading to food scarcity and urgent reforms. Let's dive into the story of Indian agriculture during and after colonial rule. During the colonial period, British policies heavily influenced Indian agriculture. The focus shifted from growing food for the local population to cultivating cash crops like cotton, indigo, and tea, primarily for export to Britain. Farmers were forced to abandon food crops in favor of these export-oriented cash crops, which disrupted traditional farming practices. Moreover, the British imposed high taxes on farmers, leaving them with little to reinvest in their land. This exploitation created a cycle of poverty and debt, affecting millions of farmers across India. By the time India gained independence in 1947, the agricultural sector was in a crisis. The nation faced severe food scarcity as many regions were not producing enough food to meet the needs of the growing population. Repeated famines had devastated the country, highlighting how food insecurity was linked to colonial agricultural policies. At this point, the new government was left with a massive challenge: how to ensure food security for the people. To cope with this situation, India had to import food from other countries. These imports, however, were not a sustainable solution. Reliance on imported food put a strain on the country's finances and made India vulnerable to international food prices and supply fluctuations. It was clear that increasing food production at home was essential to reduce dependency on imports and feed the growing population. As a result, the government recognized the urgent need to increase agricultural production. This was a priority for India's first 5-year plans. Improving productivity required new approaches such as introducing high-yield crop varieties, modernizing farming techniques, and enhancing irrigation. The Green Revolution, which would follow later, was a significant step towards achieving these goals. However, there was also a pressing need to address the structure of land ownership to make these improvements widely effective. This brings us to the need for land reform. During colonial rule, large tracts of land were concentrated in the hands of a few landlords, leaving most farmers as tenant cultivators. These small-scale farmers often had no control over the land they worked on and lived in poverty. The Indian government recognized that real progress in agriculture required giving farmers ownership and control over their land. Thus, land reforms aimed at redistributing land and abolishing the zamindari system were introduced. These reforms aimed to empower small farmers and enable them to make the investments needed for higher production. In conclusion, the impact of colonialism on Indian agriculture was profound, leaving the country with food scarcity and dependency on imports. At independence, India faced the challenge of increasing food production to meet the needs of its people. Land reforms, along with efforts to modernize agriculture, were essential in shaping India's journey toward self-sufficiency. This period marked the beginning of a new era for Indian agriculture, one focused on sustainability, food security, and empowering farmers. Let's see how well you have understood the material with this question. During colonial rule, what was the primary focus of Indian agriculture? Food crops for local consumption, cash crops for export, sustainable farming practices, or diversified crop production? Send the answer to this question in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe for more such content.